Okay. GITAROO, man. Huh. The resolution is kind of weird on the stream. But we're not going to worry about it. This is kind of more casual. I'm going to do a couple songs and... Major spoilers in this intro cutscene. This is for PS2. It was not a popular game. Koei was the developed this game. Who also did Win Back. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, I remember being really excited about this game when I heard about it, and I had to track it down. It became pretty hard to find, and I remember I think I got it online for like $70 or plus. That was a while ago, and then in 2016, a year of some financial difficulties, I ended up selling it and it goes for a pretty good price. But yeah, I love this game. It's great. So here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And if I don't seem to be performing well, I blame it on emulation issues. There might be a slight input delay. It's not because I'm at all rusty at this game. Oh, these heavily compressed FMV cutscenes from the PS2 era. A little callback to Bob Dylan there on the television.
Yo, you won. Kanzi been pecking on you again? You're really like totally useless, aren't you?
Oh, shut up, Booma.
But you won. There's something you can do about it, I think. Come on, let's go. Give it a shot.
Huh?
We'll go through the tutorial unless people want me to skip it. I think it's kind of cute. Also, let me know if how the audio levels are with the voice and the sound in the game.
Okay, you won. It's training time. That's your guitar for now. The enemy is near. Let's roll.
You should be able to hear the tunes in this game.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. First, we loosen up. Tilt your head forward. Your head. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
round
weird.
And round. How's that? Feel good,
Oh no, never
right?
mind. Okay.
Okay, try the same thing with the left analog stick. Tilt it in any direction and spin it round and round. See how the fan-shaped blue zone moves with the analog stick? All right, now check this out. It's called the trace line. Yeah, move the left analog stick to match the blue zone with this line. When the line turns blue like this, it means you're off center. So look sharp and stay on the line. Okay, give it a whirl. Look carefully. Rotate the left analog stick to follow the trace line.
I really regret selling the physical copy of this game, though. It had a great instruction manual. The illustrations are really cool.
All right, now I'll teach you some cool tricks of the trade. When a red attack point approaches center like this, just as it's about to overlap the center of the screen, push and hold on the circle button. Then, when the phrase bar is about to end, release the circle button. Got it? First, I'll do it, so pay attention. Push, push. Push, push, push. Push, push. Push, push, push. Your turn now. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. key is timing and how long you hold on the circle
Yeah, the
button.
characters in this are great. GITAROO Man, he has not become GITAROO Man yet. He's still known as Yuan. But he's the human on the left in the front.
Is a weapon. It's combat. It's war. So how do you use a GITAROO to fight? Let's talk about combat skills. A tune is usually made up of the charge, battle, and final phases. First, the charge. The charge is the phase where you gain power. The better you play, the more power goes into the power gauge. If your timing's off, or if the trace line goes out of the blue zone, you won't gain power. You've got a battle to fight, so charge up all the power you can. Next, the battle. In the battle phase, there's the attack mode and the guard mode. You alternate between them. In attack mode, lay down the hottest riffs you can. The better you play, the more damage your opponent takes. Mess up, and you're the one who takes damage. In guard mode, the key is to dodge your opponent's attacks. The controls work a little differently in guard mode. These guard marks move in from 4 directions. As they reach the center, press the corresponding button. If you guard successfully, your damage is 0. If you don't, you lose power. Okay, give it your best shot. You have to concentrate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Push, 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 push. If your timing's off, or if you press the wrong button,
Yeah, I wanted to
you
do
take
the,
damage.
you know how their facial animations are like 2D textures that are animated.
2, 3, 4.
I wanted to do that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. For Happy Hell, but at the very beginning of the project, I couldn't really figure out how to get it to do it right. So that's not a thing. But that
You
was
got it.
because I
Don't let your guard
liked it in
down.
this game.
Go soft on defense, and it's curtains for you. Lastly, the final. If you've reached final, it's really in the bag. Your opponent's been weakened, so attack, attack. But also keep an eye on that power gauge. The first one to run out of power loses. And remember, your own mistakes make you lose power too. This concludes your training. Now it's just a matter of doing it. So let's put it all together. The enemy approaches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, whipped it on the last two.
Oh, I'm beat. This is too much. I can't do this.
Uh-oh, it's about to get real.
I'm Tempest, and I'm gonna chop you in half.
What's that?
Here we go.
Are you the one they call GITAROO Man?
What's that?
Yep. Playing this game and watching someone play this game are very different experiences. Like when you're playing, you're not noticing all the things that are going on in the background, and there's quite a lot going on. Now that's GITAROO, man.
You won! Like I taught you! Overdrive alive!
Oh, getting a little laggy. That really was, I think, an emulation. I do remember the emulation of this game is not perfect. Oh, come on. Alright, we gotta concentrate. Oh no! I'm not doing very well. Oh no! I got him on the ropes, but I almost did. Alright, here we go. Ooh boy, that wasn't a great performance, but we made it.
You win.
I don't know. I'm using, what is it, PCSX2, that one. I think it's a fairly recent version. C. Ugh. I used to be very good at this game. I haven't played it in a while. No. And now, I don't know if it's next, but I love, there's going to be these like little like, I don't know if they're exactly haikus, but these little poems about friendship and perseverance in between each level. Collection get. Ooh, wow. The resolution is, I didn't really tinker with the settings. It looks really aliased and bad, but oh well. Oh, they didn't do the little poem thing. Maybe that's...
What are you doing, you won?
Now we get to the main story on that.
Pico! What are you doing? Practicing your skateboarding moves?
Skateboarding moves?
You gotta be kidding me. You call that skateboarding?
Kazuya! But Yuan told me he's an awesome skateboarder with a strict training program, right?
Now you won. Remember how easily I tripped you up yesterday? You can't do anything, let alone skateboard. Face it, you'll never succeed. Not in 100 million years.
Infinity
I will
impossible.
too succeed. No, wait, maybe not. I'm pathetic.
Come on, let's go,
Huh?
Pico.
Hey, wait! Hey, that wasn't very nice. You didn't have to be so mean to him.
Oh, here we go. Talent. I guess I'd say that's the spirit that says effort isn't pain but pleasure. What do you say?
Hey, what's that?
It's a hamburger!
No! It's a UFO!
It's a hamburger. No.
Here, you won.
Yeah, the game just gets progressively crazier and crazier, but it's so cool. You got some funk, you got pop, you got prog, reggae, all the best music. Oh no! Whipped the last one. It's always the worst. I love this game. I miss like the AA kind of mid-tier games of the PS2 era that were just quirky as heck.
You win!
When companies were able to just kind of go out on a limb and do something weird and eccentric that didn't need to sell millions and millions of games. Yes, Parappa, you know, I played, Parappa's classic. I love Parappa. I played Jammy Lammer maybe last year sometime. Man, those games are so hard, but maybe I haven't played enough of them. I definitely like this more, but Parappa rules as well. But yeah, the PS2, GameCube era, they just had so many weird, quirky titles like this. And now, I mean, nowadays you go to indie games for that, but yeah, Space Channel 5. I've got that on Steam.
So, this is the last GITAROO man.
Sir!
What of the GITAROO?
Sir?
The legendary GITAROO inside Flyingo's body.
Sir! Sir, it's been taken!
Listen up.
Sir! Yes, sir!
We have lost 2 GITAROOs already. I want them back. And bring me his GITAROO, the last GITAROO.
Sir!
Do not fail me.
Sir!
Send Mojo King B into the forest.
Mojo King B, yes.
Sir!
This character so much reminds me of, what's his name?
Okay, listen, you one. You are of the GITAROO Man bloodline, inheritor of the legendary GITAROO. If you can collect all of the GITAROOs, you'll gain great powers and...
Boom, I have other plans.
Huh?
I'm gonna practice my skateboarding, and Pico's gonna be like, wow, you're so cool!
If you live in your dreams, you got no future, you one. Look, only you can use this GITAROO that's been passed down for generations by the ancestors.
The ancestors? Meaning my ancestors? Meaning what? By the way, Puma, since when exactly have you been living at my place?
I don't know exactly when I was born, so I'm not exactly the... Dude, look out!
Huh?
I'm gonna get you, GITAROO man!
Mojo King B. I love how in the cutscenes the eyes were appearing, but they were just eyes. You could see that there was nothing, no creature attached to them.
Everybody, there's a new king in town. Get ready. Mojo, Mojo, Mojo
What?
You want catch?
Again?
Yeah, I love those frogs. Those frogs are stoned on something. Stoned on the funk. Good tunes in this game. When I'm not screwing them up. Oh. The chorus of frogs. So good. Yeah, this game didn't get a lot of press. I heard about it after the fact too, maybe a year or two after it was released. That's why I had to hunt it down online. got it on eBay. It wasn't on my radar. And they made, it was basically a remake of this game for the PSP, but that's all they did with GITAROO, man. I would love for them to bring it back, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Uh-oh. I think that PSP game that was a remake, and I think they added some extra things, but I think that was Koei testing the waters, like, is there still interest? Will this sell if we make a sequel? And unfortunately, it didn't do great, so that's a bummer. What do I use to make my music? I use, what is it called? Studio 1. And it's on version 4. And then I have, I'm trying to do this and play at the same time. Hold up. Then I mainly use the Roland Sound Canvas, which is the synth package that, like Sonic, a lot of the classic Sega games, some Nintendo games uses that, and the Yamaha DX, so that's what I'm using. Oh. And then I just have a MIDI controller, keyboard. Before, if you go back to the older songs, I was just straight up using GarageBand tweaking their built-in instruments, but I found that I hit a wall where I was like, this is not how I want the game to sound. I need to step it up a bit. Especially bass, I was not getting good bass sounds from the GarageBand set. Oh, come on. So close. Man, what R&B song, old R&B song is that an homage to the end? It's escaping me. It's like on the tip of my brain.
You win.
Oh, for the Yamaha? DX7, I think it is. B, that's better than I thought. I didn't think I was doing good. I'm kind of in the groove now, so I'm gonna continue with this. Do you make music, and what do you use to make music if you do? I will say, I didn't really know too much about any of that stuff until, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, like what synth packages and stuff like that. And so I just looked up, T. Lopez, who does Sonic Mania. I think, he's way out of my league, but I was like, what's he using? And digging around on the internet and stuff like that, he also harkens back to a lot of those classic synth packages. I mean, it's a mix. I mean, I use some of the more modern stuff as well. It's like whatever I think sounds best. But I was kind of, he's very inspirational to me music-wise. And all the classic guys also, Yuzo Koshiro, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. This game, I was always okay. Yeah. Look at the colors there. This always confused me. Why does one's yellow, one's, I don't know, it's confusing. Yeah, you should give it a shot. I don't know what system, what like OS you have and all that, but if you have Mac, GarageBand's very easy, and that one, the Studio One that I'm using, there's a, you know, essentially an Elements kind of version that you can kind of get started with. Yeah, with music, it's just like, I mean, there's some you know, you probably like want a MIDI keyboard. For a long time, I bought one late last year, a new one, but I was using this very cheap Casio that a friend had given me, but that is like you can get for like $50. But oh, you have a synth? Yeah, yeah, go for it. Making music is so.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
I enjoy it
This
so
isn't
much.
happening.
It's me, of course, Miranda the Elder.
I've been in bands and stuff like that before,
defeating such a powerful Gravellian agent.
Gravillion.
but you know, I'm not a
we
professional
prayed
at
and
all.
waited for this moment.
Huh?
Gitaroo Man, come to planet Gitaroo immediately and free us prisoners from captivity.
Well, this guy's like the Quake logo
What?
personified.
Guitaroo?
Farewell. I await you on planet Gitaroo.
I never really made that connection.
Puma, I'm not going. Not in 100. Where'd he go? Huh?
All systems okay, you won?
Oh no, I don't want to go. I don't. Whoa! No, I don't want to. I'm not going to any planet Guitaroo. No!
It's not as though fate decrees all in advance. Everything in life is the consequence of your own acts. Master the waves.
So you're here, Gitaroo Man. Release Ben K.
Sir!
Oh, Ben K. It's gonna get dub reggae-y.
Hurry, Gitaroo Man, hurry!
I love dub reggae. King Tubby, Lee Scratch Perry, Scientist, Augustus Pablo, Mikey Dread, Black Blue. This is kind of more electro, from what I remember, electro dub reggae, more like Scientist era. No, I use an emulator. It would have been cool to find. I didn't go that far. Oh no, I forgot. This level might have some really weird graphical glitches. I'll see if I can make it through. Yeah, that white shouldn't be there. That white flashing nonsense. Oh man. Like, turn away for 1 second.
Not that way!
Oh man. This is a huge ramp up in difficulty. And this is only like 20% through the game, maybe. If that even. That's harder. We made it. I haven't played I Ninja. No. What's that for? Is that a more recent game? It sounds kind of familiar. Collection game. this is the reggae one. It turns into when I was alluding to that reggae. I forgot that there was that little interlude of the shark chasing me.
Ow, ow, ow. Whoa, would you look at that? Now he's a giant robot. What do we do? Robot?
I'm looking at the YouTube stream in the browser, and it looks like there's much more of a black border than what I'm seeing. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Happy apologies about that. But I don't know, this was more just kind of a spontaneous casual. Oh, I was not paying attention. Yikes. Okay, I gotta keep my eyes on the game for a bit. But from what I briefly saw, it's on game 2 to PS2. Maybe I'll look into that. Yikes. Oh man. Those wiggly ones. Oh.
Look over there!
Oh no. I'm doing rather poorly on this one. Oh, come on. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I keep like looking away at the chat, like trying to see, but it's not those wiggly ones, man.
Time to stop running and run! Go get him!
Oops, overcorrected. Alright, we're whittling him down. I'm doing a lot better, but not doing too bad. Not in danger. Ugh. It's such a terrible feeling having to watch that blue line run. Oh. Oops. Oh, he's getting close. So I don't know if I could say that I know how to play the piano properly. I know all the, major, minor, seventh, a lot of the chords. But when it gets to I have to, some of the more complicated phrasings and stuff like that, I'm in there moving the notes, you know what I mean, in the program manually. Kind of, not too dissimilar. I mean, well, the old school, they didn't have any kind of visual interface. They were just coding it. But some of the more crazy arpeggios or phrasing and stuff like that, that I can't play. I'm in there just manually placing notes and stuff like that. But I can play basic keyboards. I started on bass. That's what I feel most comfortable with, bass guitar, and then I can play. I know a lot of chords on guitar and stuff like that. Not a great lead player at all, but I can do rhythm guitar for sure. I'll have to check out that iNinja. Oh, thanks. Thank you for saying that. I think, in general, as a person, myself, I'm definitely kind of more idea and conceptual phase. I often, I don't know, I need that first, and then that convinces me to hone my skills and actually get good at things. So I'm not sure where I'm going with that, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of, for me, music is I don't know, developing a taste or what I like about music. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm definitely, what interests me the most is composition of music and coming up with hooks and melodies and stuff like that. And so I'm really that's what primarily interests me. So I think I slack on becoming a good keyboard player, becoming a good instrumentalist. I'm much more interested in the concept, the idea of creating a composition or hooks or good melodies or like a groovy beat, syncopated beats and stuff like that. But then it's like that interest then leads into just making more music and becoming gradually better over time. But I watch a lot of videos. I'm very interested in like listening to whatever, I don't know, the Beatles talk about making a song or whoever, like because I'm very interested in what goes into making a song work. Or like I said, T. Lopez, who did Sonic Mania. I've like tried to hunt down interviews with him. I mean, Koji Kondo, of course, a legend, and just I also try to keep in mind, you know, the music serving the game, like what's the feeling. I mean, that prime example of the Mario, the dum 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 dum, him just starting with it has to be bouncy, it has to be what's going to encourage people to want to jump and stuff like that. I don't know. So it's like for me, it all kind of starts with the ideas behind it. So that's why I don't call myself really a musician at all, because I don't feel like I've put in the time or have the technical skills. I'm kind of just an idea person that wants to do things and then try to make it happen. But also at the same time, like I don't know, I could play like if it's happened a few times, you know, when you tell someone you play or like they're like, hey, play me a song or something like that. I can do that, but not in a. It's a very basic way. Like I just have to go off of the execution of an idea. I can't just like floor someone with my picking on a guitar or the actual musicianship. So it's very important to know one's limitations. I'm not like trying to. I try to keep very realistic about what I can
What's
do.
that?
I am Prince Zoe of the Gravillions. You may hand over your
I'm
guitar.
pretty sure Zoe, as we go on, we'll see. I think is an allusion to Bowie. There are all these like
I have been searching for all my
Don't
life.
give it to him, you want.
allusions and references to other bands and music
Very well.
that I think is
Now I
almost
fire
lost
at
in
the beginning of
translation in this
conquest
game.
of the universe. I'll start out with you, weaklings. You cannot possibly defeat me. Not in a million billion years.
Stupid dog!
Creep.
Yeah, those guys are pros. David
You
Weiss
have been
especially, I
warned.
think,
Why is it that everywhere we go, the same kind of jerks say the same kind of
great.
things?
He's
Always
up in the
making
Hall of
fun
Fame
of
for me.
That's why Puma.
He's up there. He's with Koji Kondo and
To Planet Guitaroo.
Yuzo Koshiro and is it Mitsuda who did some Chrono Trigger tracks
Here
and
I am, old timer.
Uematsu,
Against my
Final
will.
Fantasy.
So where on this rock would you be? What now? Whoa!
But I mean, also, some of the first CDs that I owned was Banjo Kazooie. I mean, yeah, like Grant Kirkhope. He knows how to make a catchy
Pico?
tune. I won't get into.
My name's Kira. What are you doing here?
Well, I just found this here and,
Can I sit down there?
This is a pivotal moment.
Sure.
A little romance.
So who is this Pico?
Oh, just an old flame.
Ah, love. I envy you. Love is something I can never hope for.
Never?
Oh, don't worry about it. I just came out for a walk to see the moon. But then I heard that.
Oh, this. Yeah, somehow I seem to be okay with this thing.
You're good. I tried once, but I could never play like that.
Like, I definitely listen to video game soundtracks and am inspired by that. I also like I don't know. But it's alongside other things that I want to incorporate, like P-Funk, Parliament Funkadelic. I feel like some of that is. I think about that when creating some Happy Hill music. There's all sorts of things. Yes. They're kind of, there's a band called, it's Parliament and Funkadelic. George Clinton is the main creative guy that ties them together. Funkadelic's more like funk rock, and Parliament is just like straight up synthy funk. I like Parliament more. I don't know if you heard of Bootsy Collins. He's like, in my opinion, one of the great bass players. Really fun, spaced out, and like just colorful, awesome music. But they must have been an influence on Sonic, the Genesis games. I hear a lot of P-Funk in there. Sonic, I think, has they had great taste in music. I think the music in those games is some of my favorite. I have a playlist, I mean, if anyone is interested, on the channel, some of my favorite video game soundtracks. The ones that haven't been copyright struck down or whatever. I have a playlist also of my favorite albums, although it's definitely not complete, like I said. I mean, some bands don't allow their music to stay up on YouTube. Like, I love The Who, but they are constantly taking their music down. But you've probably heard, like, we want the funk, gotta have that funk. That's Parliament. Yeah, besides Billy, yeah, it's true, yeah. Although I will say, I just to quibble, I did not recommend it. I was as curious as any of us. I went in not exactly knowing what that game was, and it was a letdown for all of us. We have learned that, yeah. Hopefully there won't be too many games that are disappointing. Like a lot of the ones on the list, I added that because it was Easter and I actually streamed that on Twitch, and then it didn't get saved, so I decided I'd give it another go because I was still early on in the game and I had good vibes about it. I think most of the games on the list are going to turn out to be good ones. But yeah, you know, sometimes, I don't know, you try a game and it doesn't work out. It happens. The graphics of Billy Hatcher? Yeah, there were, I mean, I as goofy as heck as the main character was and everything, I love that costume and I love the way it moves. I think in terms of a platforming video game character, they nailed that one. I liked it. That little tune became a lullaby, and why? The singer's voice was Honey Love. I love it. I love this game. It's so adorable.
Huh? What? Puma?
Now keep that tune that he played for
Where's
her in
Puma?
mind. We'll see that
Puma!
resurface later on in a different
Puma,
setting.
Where'd you go? Why'd you leave me? What am I gonna do all by myself? Puma! Whoa! Oh no, not again!
It's gonna start. The difficulty is really gonna start ramping up. So we'll see how that
I
goes.
have you now,
If I
Guitaroo
start to struggle, I might call it quits.
Puma, what's
I have
happening?
beat this
Where
game
could
though. I'll have you know,
gone?
and I've achieved
so
A's.
lonely, Puma.
That was a long
We've
time
been
ago.
together
but-
so long. That's why I said I didn't want to come to this stupid place.
Japanese jazz fusion is really cool. Yeah,
What?
I don't know.
It's moving.
Maybe I don't know too much about it. I don't know. I can't think of any
Ah!
bands off the top of my head. I haven't like dived deep into it, but from what I've heard,
Hey
yeah, I
guys,
like
ain't
that
it
kind of
cold
stuff.
with no skin on?
At last he's come.
Welcome to
I'm a
our
huge.
planet,
I mean, this is not
Guitaroo
Japanese
Man.
jazz
Hey, it's
fusion, but I'm a
you.
huge
How does it
fan
feel
of
to know you've been had?
Yellow Magic Orchestra
Zoe, I'm
and
going
Akiko
to.
Yano,
By the way,
who is
your friend has
somewhat
been waiting
associated
for
with them.
you.
I think a lot of the Japanese jazz fusion I've heard,
So you dog
it's been through like random playlists and stuff. I haven't like actively sought out bands, but
Guitar man,
yeah.
without this mutt, you can't fight.
You creep! Give Puma back to me!
Go, San Montreal.
Katsumi Audio Project and okay, cool. I will check them out. Oh, these guys. I remember this is where it starts getting tough.
What am I supposed to do, Puma?
Just dodge, you one. Dodge. Keep
Um.
dodging. Finally.
Help! Puma! Whoa! Puma! Help! Puma!
Oh no.
Just pathetic.
Did he say just pathetic? Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Sorry for the wait, you one.
Puma, GITAROO!
Give me my GITAROO. I need to shred. Oh, this is brutal. Freeing the prisoners. Oh no.
Just in time.
Whew. Good Lord. All right, we're getting there.
Go for their weak spots.
What weak spots?
Their weak spots are, I forget.
Thanks a lot. Oh, yikes. I'm not gonna get a high grade, but I think I will beat these guys. Whew. Alright. I'm pretty sure I'm over halfway,
You won.
but
I'm
the
sorry.
last
I worried
few
you.
bosses are really tough, so I don't
But
think I'm
hey,
gonna beat this
You did
tonight.
pretty well all by yourself, didn't you?
Definitely in the groove. I'm
Yeah, I
feeling it
did.
though. Love this game.
You win.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Relying on others is like running a three-legged race. You may not realize it, but you aren't even using half your strength.
GITAROO Man, hero of legend. We have been waiting for this moment for so long, and we are all so grateful.
Grateful to me? Gosh,
We have been freed.
Yeah,
but
there
the
may have
real
been some
battle is just
emulation
beginning.
settings that I
To save this planet,
had
you
set
must
for
get
another
back
game
all
that
the guitars the enemy
make
has
this game
taken.
really
There
crappy,
are just
unfortunately.
two left. When they're all collected, a great power will shake the sky. You can't allow Zoe to possess that power. GITAROO Man, go now!
Oh boy, if this is the church level, this is
We gotta go, you
another difficulty spike.
Don't lose now.
Don't lose now. Oh yeah, This is, I think this guy's a Bowie reference with the two different colored eyes. Maybe I just see Bowie and everything because I love Bowie. Gregorio the Third. Definitely new romantic vibes. Maybe a My Chemical Romance? No, I don't know. I don't know who this is supposed to be.
Puma, this guy gives me the creeps.
Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
Oh no. Yeah, this is gonna be tough stuff. Oh.
You won. Take the offensive.
Roger.
I forget what the quick save button is. I haven't quick saved yet. And I forget if you die in this game where they put you. Man, those squiggles, I don't remember. I still kind of want to make a game like this someday. A bonkers rhythm game. It's on my list of my bucket list.
Guilty is a sin. Oh, God.
So goofy. Yeah, I remember the block. This part. It's tough. Oh no! Come on. Oh. We're making work. We're doing all right. But this part. Whew. Getting all sweaty. Oh no. I'm out of sync, and it's like once you're out. Oh man, dang it.
Oh, you lose.
Mama,
Mama.
I've done it again.
Alright, I'm gonna retry one more time. Once you lose the timing in that onslaught of button presses, it's like, ugh. If I can survive that, it was going well. Oh. Oh, I remember this. This is a peculiarity of this game. You press start, and you have two options, retry and menu. So if you press start and try to pause it like 90% of the way through a song, your options are to restart it from the beginning or go back to the menu. That's really bad. That's the worst and maybe the only thing I have against this game. Really terrible. Like, why do they want to punish people for pausing?
Puma, this guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
Come on.
You won. Take the offensive. Roger.
Wiggles are tough.
Guilty as a sin. Oh, God!
Yeah, it almost seems like it's an issue where they, a technical issue. I can't imagine anyone like that's their ideal. Oh man, I just gotta survive these big onslaughts. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I'm up to it. Oh man, it's neck and neck. My fingers were starting to cramp up there. Oof. This might be the end. This is where
Mama,
it definitely gets real. I
I've
think
done it again.
it's this guy and 2, maybe 3 others. I'm gonna give it one more go. Only one more. That's the absolute last attempt. Thanks. I have beat this game. I used to be good. I haven't played this in a while. And there's even once you beat it on this mode, there's like a hard mode, and I don't know if I ever beat it on that, but I used to be much better.
This guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
But this is a game even like I wouldn't care how hard it is. It's doable. Like I just wanted to see what's next. Because I love the characters and the setting and the art and everything.
You what? Take the offensive. Roger.
Okay, alright.
Guilty as a sin. Oh, God!
I got his eyes just completely disappear there. That's gotta be an emulation thing. Doing slightly better than last time, but still screwing up too much. Oh, this is... Oh, my hands are cramping up. I have not played something this intensive in a while. Uh-oh. Yeah. No.
Oh, you.
I don't think it's gonna happen tonight.
Mama, I've done it again.
But, alright, there it is. That's GITAROO, man. Let me, I want to quick save this in case we return to it. Maybe this will be like a bookend to some streams when we end, and I want to just have a quick fun thing. Okay, save state F1. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Zombie and Master. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. See y'all around. TTFN.